Chuck and I love to get tips for planning stops along our van trips from friends and family. When planning out our Great Southwest van trip, one of my friends told me we needed to add Best Friends Animal Sanctuary to our list. It started in the 1970s by a dozen friends who wanted to make a difference. It's now grown to 6,000 acres in Utah with 400 employees. And it isn't just for cats and dogs. They have birds, bunnies, horses, goats, pigs, and other wildlife. When you're on the website, you can go here which says plan your visit. I did that, and then what I found out is that they have various tours that you can go on. A few days before I knew we would arrive at the animal sanctuary, I went into the website and signed up for one of their free tours. So we made it to the Best Friends Society in Utah. It's an animal sanctuary. They have about 1,600 animals, and 400 of those are dogs. So we're going on a tour in a little bit, but we got here early to hopefully have some doggy snuggles. The doggy room doesn't open till 10:15. Our tour leaves at 10. So we're waiting for our tour to leave. There's the main sign as you come in. And over here we have the van that we're going to be doing our tour in. And there is the welcome center. The dogs aren't happy, they're barking in there. Yeah, just one dog. Oh. I had assumed we would get to play with dogs in the general tour that I had signed up with. In reality, that wasn't how things went. The general tour is where you get onto a van, and the van driver pretty much keeps you in the van most of the time, with the exception of a few stops. The sanctuary is divided up into different areas. So Dogtown is obviously one area, and I thought for sure we would stop there, but we don't, because the dogs are very skittish and it overwhelms them, so they don't let you stop at Dogtown unless you go on a special Dogtown tour or you're specifically there, I guess, to adopt. And so we ended up not getting to go there. So it was a little bit disappointment, but I totally get it, because now that we've adopted Tio, I understand how upset some of these dogs are and stressed out by seeing other people. Cat World, we did get to go to a few of those facilities, and I'll attach a photo of one of the places we went in, but I didn't really get a lot of video during the tour. It was mostly in the van. There's a horse haven, there is the pig paradise. We did get out with the pigs, not a big pig person. There's a bunny place, there's a parrot place, and then they have the rehabilitation facility. I should add here that it absolutely blew me away at the extent and the depths that they would go to try to save dogs who had health issues or needed to be rehabbed. One of the stories that they told us on the tour was about the Michael Vick's dogs, which you've heard of that. He's the football player who was involved with dog fighting and had a lot of pit bulls and got caught, went to prison, and the Best Friends Society advocated for saving all of these 22 traumatized dogs. And it was amazing, because when you look at this on the website, and the tour operator told us that they even went on to have some of these dogs become service dogs or therapy dogs. Only a few had to remain at the sanctuary. I think both of them have now passed away, but they do an amazing job to go to extents to save dogs. Also, with part of the no-kill policy that they have by 2025, they have partners across the country. In order to keep some of those shelters from killing dogs, what they do is they take the unhealthy dogs that they think they can help into the sanctuary at Best Friends to permanently keep them and take care of them. So they do amazing work there. Angel's Rest was a place dedicated to the animals who had passed. It was absolutely beautiful, and you could hear the wind chimes hanging in the trees that people had bought and dedicated to their animals. And it was just an amazing place. Unfortunately, we didn't get to get out of the van and make photos, so all I have are some photos from their website. But if I understood correctly, it's not just for animals who passed away at the sanctuary. It's also for other people who are members and they wish to place stones or the wind chimes in honor of their pets. Those are sold on their website. One of the main initiatives of Best Friends Society is No Kill of 2025. So what does no kill mean? It means that we're saving 90% of the animals who are entering the shelters. And that doesn't mean every animal, because there are some animals that maybe have health issues or behavior issues that can't be saved. But the goal is to reach 90% right now across the country. It's a really ambitious goal. If you come down here, you will see that there is a dashboard where you can go in and see how is your community doing. They'll show here the states in red. Those are priority. California and Texas, they are reporting very low rates. We live in Florida, which I was surprised is also a higher priority, along with Georgia, North Carolina, and orange. And then we have the medium and then the no kill. And this is an interactive map, so you can come in here and view your state. If we go to Florida, for example. So Florida is at a save rate of 85.4%. So here you have the green is the no kill, this dark green is no kill, lighter green is a nearly no kill, not no kill, and you'll see there's a lot of Florida that's a not no kill. If we go to, say, pull down this chart and we look at, for example, Friends of Stray, which is where we adopted Queen Olivia from, you'll see they have a 99% success rate. So there are places that are doing a really good job, and then there are places that need a lot of work. And a lot of the work usually comes from public shelters who don't have support that they need. People like Friends of Strays do try to take dogs from public shelters like Queen Olivia in order for them not to be killed. But there is more work that definitely needs to be done where we are in Pinellas County for sure. But this is a really great chart. It's bestfriends.org/no-kill2025. The tour ended back at the visitor center and the gift shop. There they had a little room with about 5 dogs, I think, that were up for adoption. 3 of them had already been adopted, and 2 of them were still up for adoption. So we did go in and play with a couple of the dogs just for a short time because it was really busy and we were starving and ready to get to lunch. Just a few more comments about Best Friends before we move on. Number 1, you really need a full day here to fully explore everything. And even better, number 2, they have RV sites for rent. And you can have a doggy sleepover at night with you. I mean, how cool is that? So more than a day might even be fun here. Number 3, they have a pet-centric hotel now too. Number 4, there are lots of other ways that you can help. Here's a whole list of 25 things you can do, from very basic things such as the membership, which is $25 a year for their email and their newsletter. And they even have a Facebook group, which isn't even in this list of 25 things, that I love to see the dogs that are up for adoption and to hear the stories of those that have been adopted. 2, I should mention that we met volunteers who were willing to fly pets to you if you were at the sanctuary and found a dog that you wanted or a cat that you wanted. They were willing to fly them out to you. I'm assuming you're paying for that, but at least they would be sure to get the animal to you. We just finished the sanctuary tour and bought some gift stuff at the gift shop. And now we're heading to the Rocking Bee Cafe for lunch. We finally get to eat out. Yeah, I think we would have stuck out there though. I like parking on the street. It's very convenient and easy. But the menu of this place looked really good, and it's not uber expensive. I've got 2 pairs. Oh, mine looks covered. You can even see it. Alright, this place is really nice inside. We just got our food. Chuck got the El Verde bowl. I got the cowboy chicken. Looks delicious. We're not too far off of 89. We just had lunch. It was amazing. And we came here to this Pariah station because they have drinking water. So Chuck's filling everything up with the drinking water. and kind of nice to be able just to pull over and get some water. We hadn't filled up in like a really long time, so I was worried we were going to run out. But they have a restroom and also a trash can, so I may go ahead and throw our trash away as well. But it takes a while to fill up with water, but something you gotta do. It's like massive. Oh, there's the dam over there. So we found the new wave. We were talking at the ranger station when we were filling up with water, and the guy said that to go to the old wave, which is the real one that's supposed to be really cool, it's like a 6-point-something mile hike, which is why I would have ruled it off a long time ago, off of our list. But I didn't realize he says it's a money grab in a way, because people have to pay like $200 to get a lotto ticket, and they only let like 62 people go a day. And if you don't get picked in the lotto, then you lose your money. So not something that a lot of people do. And now they have this area here outside of Paige called the New Wave. It's not real far from the marina for Lake Powell, the road where you turn off for that. And we just saw the ranger. She said this is the prettiest spot right here. So we're not going to go all the way, but you'll see here there's like a rock path that you can follow. It does a loop around, she said, the base here. But we're still tired from yesterday. I feel pretty good, but Chuck's backpack was pulling on his back, and he's kind of in a little bit of pain from that. Beautiful. All right, I forgot, the local ranger said they also call this the beehives. The locals say it's the beehives because it looks like little beehives on the top, which it kind of does. We saw some stuff sort of like this in Valley of the Fire in Nevada. But you can see here how the rocks line the path. It's very cool as far as, I mean, you can see how it's layered here, and those layers are up in the waves in the walls of the rocks. This is cool. Not as big as the original. Right, so we're going to the dam overlook here. Friday night, we made it to our boondocking spot. The time changed when we crossed into Arizona, so we actually gained an hour. So it is 6:15 now. We've been here for a little bit. We're still kind of on Utah time, so we're more like 7:10, and we're already sleepy. We're tired. It was like a really long day. Our boondocking spot is at Marble Canyon. This is BLM land. You'll see how the sun is like really lighting up the mountains over there. This is called the Vermilion Cliff National Monument. We're going to be driving by it all day tomorrow. And we've got bats here. Bats are everywhere. It's like the bat cave. We had a big lunch, so all we're having is crackers and hummus for dinner. And we had 2 people drive by us already. They're heading out farther up the road, but they were going super slow. I wasn't able to add the Grand Canyon into this week's video because it was getting too long. So that will be in the next video. Please support Best Friends because, as you can see, they do a lot of really great work.